Just a little message before the commentary. Please listen through the whole thing. I'm not gonna have any gameplay in the background, so you guys can actually concentrate on the commentary because it's really important, and I need you guys to watch it so you understand what's going on. And please listen to it. Don't just blow it off. If you're not gonna listen to the whole thing, I suggest you X out now. Otherwise, it's gonna be a complete and total waste of time if you just watch the first 2 minutes. So I hope you guys not enjoy it because it's not really enjoyable, but I hope you guys learn something. Okay, bye. I quit MK so I can join TMK, get more subs, get more known, change of environment. Same reason I quit Bolo, and I honestly didn't like it much. The people were amazing. I don't regret leaving MK at all. It was a great couple of weeks, but it really wasn't for me. I wasn't having that much fun, so I just quit and left and made my own clan, which is doing pretty well actually. It's only been a couple of days and we already have 50 subscribers. But anyways, back to the topic. I quit and I made my own clan, and because I quit MK, I started getting a lot of hate. I'm not sure if you guys knew or not, but I was the leader, or a leader, or a co-leader, I'm not sure what Blades for Hire is calling it now, of MK. And by that I mean I was the one who ran everything, the one who did everything. And he might argue, Blades for Hire, he might argue that it was because I did everything so he couldn't do anything. Well, that's not really a valid point, considering he could have taken the initiative and done it himself, but he didn't, so I had to do it. In case you guys didn't know, I uploaded almost 90% of the videos. I got us GFX editors. I recruited most of the good people. Most of the good people were my friends, and only a couple have still stayed there. The most have actually understood and like actually put our friendship in front of their clan. But for those of you who are still in MK that are my friends, I still love you with all my hearts. If you all my hearts, plural. I have more than one heart. No, but yeah, I still love you guys. But for those of you who are in MK and are bitches and douchebags, pardon my French, go fuck yourself. You guys started hating on me for absolutely no reason. The moment you guys found out I was leaving, you started calling me a selfish bitch, and I'm leaving for a selfish reason, and then that I'm a terrible person, and blah blah blah, and who knows what other shit. Even though, oh, and also that Utility had left as well, and nobody told him any shit, but it was because he left for a good reason, and apparently me leaving for the change wasn't anything but what they perceived it as was getting more subs. So yeah, it was I was gonna get more subs from it, but it really wasn't because of that. But if it makes you guys happy, it was for more subs. Are you happy now with your baby? You understand? Oh, it's okay with your baby. But anyways, they just started hating on me, and then I'm like, what the fuck? And then I started getting pissed off at Blades for Hire. Until that point, he hadn't done anything, and that was what made me pissed off. I trusted him with a lot of stuff, and like I actually considered him my friend. I considered most of the people in there my friends. But as soon as I quit, most of them, turned their backs on me and started saying shit, and that really hurts. Nobody care. Like, you won't care if some random guy just like starts talking shit to you. Like, it's whoop-de-doo. I have no idea who the fuck you are. But if it's somebody you actually held close and you thought they were your friends, that really hurts. Like, I know you guys have been through that. When a friend stabs you in the back or just isn't who you think they were, and that actually, like, I don't know, something snapped. I really, like, I couldn't take it anymore. Like, it was ridiculous. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck you, Blades. Like, I told him, like, what was it? You guys are insensitive assholes. Good luck. And then he just started yelling at me. What the fuck did I do? La 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 la. And yeah, he was right. I had no reason to go up to him and talk and like blow up on him, but I had blown up on him because it was him who didn't stand up for me, who was my friend, who was the other leader, who could have easily just said, hey guys, stop, you have to respect his decision. He was part of our family. Like, give him some space. It's better for you guys to ignore him. Actually, apparently he said for them to ignore me, but he didn't tell them to stop or do anything, and so nobody really gave a shit, considering he didn't give a shit either. But yeah, sorry if I'm leaving a lot of blank spaces. I'm going through this in one thing so you guys can actually understand what I feel or what I have to say. And if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment or something. And I can tell you now, I'm gonna get at least 20 dislikes on this video, considering how intelligent they are, the ones from MK, some of them, because they have multiple accounts and they tell their friends and they ask for help to go defend them, Mr. Koala. But yeah, oh yeah, Mr. Koala. Oh yes. I have a lot to say about you. Okay, first let's get from the beginning. He was trying to join MK for a while. He got accepted by one of the leaders, but I never said yes because I didn't see anything in him. I honestly had never seen a clip from him. And then finally, after he was begging me and everybody else told me he was good, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever, you're accepted. And then Blaze is like, yay, whoop-de-doo, he's in, and then so is he. And then he was in, blah blah blah, I quit, and then everybody started hating on me. He was indifferent, he didn't give a shit. And like when I quit, like he made me an intro. I don't know if you guys saw it. There was a ballistic knife one, and he made it to me. Even he made it, and they told him not to send it to me because I'm a bitch and who knows what other shit. But he did anyway, and I'm like, oh, thanks, bro. And like, I really appreciate that you aren't like the rest of them. And he's like, yeah, I know, it's fine, whatever. And then out of nowhere, people start saying I talked shit or something, and then they started going berserk. They're like, oh, you little bitch, blah, blah. Like, I started getting all this hate mail. Most of them unadded me. They unsubscribed to me. They, whatever the hell they think they could do. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, the only things I had said were, like, they say that I was talking trash, that I was saying MK sucks, and if you ever play with me, if I ever say anything, I'm gonna say it again one more time. I never say MK sucks. I never said any clan was better than MK. I actually said in my other commentary, if you guys go watch it, I said I joined a bigger clan. I never said better, I said bigger, because MK is still the better clan. It's the best clan at the moment, because, you know, BOTD hasn't developed fully yet. But yeah, we will be, don't worry. But yeah, I had never talked shit about it. I always said it was the best. The only thing I had said was that the leader didn't do anything, that I did everything, and so he started getting butthurt, so I really couldn't do anything about it. And what else do I have to say? Okay, if you guys want the conversation, I can screenshot it or copy and paste it like I did with the Shadows thing, which was already resolved, and we're like partners and buddies, you know. Hey Shadows, winky face. Oh, and a message. Don't hate Bolo, like, for reals. Don't hate MK either. Don't, like, the only reason I didn't do anything drastic in the beginning with MK was because I still had friends there, and I want my friends to have a good environment to be in, because I saw how I affected Bolo, and it actually affected it. Now every time someone does a 360, it's a Bolo kill cam. Like, that's how far it got. But like, now we're good. But with MK, I still love the few of you who are still my friends in there. Those of you who are loyal to me and not Matrix, don't go hate on them, because some of my friends are still there, and I don't want them to be in an environment like that and to feel forced, and for them to start hating me too, because like, I'm done with it. Like, I'm done with that. I don't want any more shit going on. Like, it's really fucking irritating that I still have to put up with all this, even though I really didn't do anything but help MK. I made it what it is, and if anybody goes against it, please show me how you did more than I did, or how anybody did anything other than me. Actually, no, that's wrong. Blades did some stuff. He uploaded a couple of times. Rubber Knives, he didn't even have the password, which is strange considering he was co-leader, and Blades for Hire didn't want to take him off because they were best friends and blah blah blah, which it was kind of kind of fishy to me, considering it was 3 leaders, 2 of which were best friends, 1 of which did not have access to the account, and whatever. And to be honest, the only person other than me who did something was Droid, which is now a GFX for TMK also, and he got no hate for it because he's in both of them. And that was my original plan, actually. Oh, I'm gonna put this out there. If you guys are still watching, listen carefully. And if you're still listening, comment in the comments telling the people who are like hating or something, tell them to listen to this part, because this is an extremely important part which started the whole problem. And just pay attention. My original plan, okay, in case you guys didn't know, TMK invited me to join the clan, and I'm like, what? And I didn't respond, and I started talking to MK. I'm like, oh, I have this and this, and do you guys think it's a good idea? They're like, no, we need you here, blah blah blah. And then I started talking with Only Use the Blades, and he was like, hey, I know you're having a hard time deciding. Do you want to talk about it to see if you have any questions? And I'm like, sure. And then I Skyped with him, and I talked to Kale, and like I actually started liking it, and like I actually wanted to be in there. But I also didn't want to leave MK because I pretty much raised it from the ground up. So like what I had planned to do was, I don't know if you guys saw for that small period of time, I put me, Blades, and Rubber as the owners of the clan, and only Blades and Rubber as the leaders. So whenever I quit TMK, I'd still be able to come back to MK and help run it. Like, my original plan was to go to TMK as a member, but stay as an owner with Matrix, so I could still upload, I could still help them out, I could still do everything I used to do. And Blaze for Hire was fine with it. He's like, yeah, I don't really want to do it, but yeah, go for it. And I'm like, okay, thanks, bro. So then I talked to Only Use the Blades, and he said, and he accepted me, and I'm like, yay. So then I talked to Blades that I quit, and then that I joined TMK, and then he's like, most of the members and I talked, and we said, you have to pick them or us. And I'm like, what? Okay, you had said that I could be in both of them. They're like, no, you have to pick one or the other. You have to prove your loyalty. And I'm like, dude, you and I had an agreement. He's like, well, I changed my mind. Can't people change their mind? I'm human, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, but with something like this, you can't just change your mind. This is really drastic. And then he's like, well, pick. And I'm like, I was kind of silent, like I was thinking, and then people started calling me a selfish bitch, like right there, because like I was no longer in MK at that point. So they said I was leaving for subs, and that I'm a selfish bitch, and I only want the money, and I don't care about MK or anybody else. I just care about myself. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're telling me to stay, yet you're talking shit to my face. Like that doesn't work with me. Don't, like, no. And I told him, like, I'm not gonna be in this environment with you guys, so bye. And then I just left the Skype chat, and then they continued talking shit. They started talking more shit. A few of them deleted me, but they re-added me. But I was still, at that point, I was still cool with Blades. Like, even though he was like, that one move was fucking turned everything around, I was fine with it. Like, he didn't talk shit, or so I heard at that point. But I don't know. I'm falling asleep. I'm really tired. Where was I? Oh, and in case you're wondering, I'm probably not putting a gameplay on here because I don't want to waste any good gameplays like I did with the Bolo thing. I had like a 17-4, an 11-0, a 13-1, a 15-2, I think. Nobody actually saw the gameplays. We were concentrating on the commentary, so they didn't really get that much feedback, so I'm not gonna actually waste my commentaries on here. But yeah, I probably didn't fill in all the gaps, but the point is, most of Matrix talked shit to me for no reason. From nowhere, they just started talking shit because I had left MK, and that's pretty much what started everything. I would have probably gone back to MK if they were all being nice about it, because like I loved MK. I loved all my friends there. Like, I actually thought I was wanted there. I actually was needed, and apparently I wasn't. I leave and then they just completely turn their backs on me, and I'm not the only example. It's not that I'm the problem. You guys can ask Ice Knife. He was hated on too, like bad. Like Ice Knife, I don't know if you guys know, but he's an amazing knifer. Honestly, like, you guys know me, I'm pretty cocky when it comes to knifing, and Ice Knife is either as good as me or better. Go to his channel. He doesn't upload commentaries or that often, but his clips are freaking brilliant. Oh my god. He got a quad tomahawk feed in S&D, which got corrupted, so I'm sad. Funny corrupt flip, man. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, if I didn't fill something in, I'm sorry, and please leave a comment, and I'm probably gonna make a follow-up video to this so I can answer any unanswered questions or reply to any hate, which I'm gonna get for sure. And as always, peace out.